YouTubers, what's going on? So you can see what I'm doing here right now. It's tank 1 of the Dynamite .28. We're going to get it broke in just as if we were breaking in the Losi. This one gets the same treatment as the high-end engine, because I want it to go in this LST over here, and I want it to run for a long time. So that's going to end up being my basher. If I bash LST ever, this is going to be put on the shelf. I've been re-gluing these Big Joes on those Weld Racing rims. So as you can see, I cut a koozie. You can't use the styrofoam one, you know, the foam one, but you can use the cloth one. The other one will melt. This one won't melt, but it helps keep the heat in. You just got to watch it real close. You don't have to use the heat gun as much. .207. Alright, so before I fired it up, it was a little tough firing this bad boy up, I'll tell you that. I mean, it took me about 10 pulls. I did 5 pulls, and then, you know, I checked my normal stuff, my glow plug igniter and all that. It just wasn't primed enough. Primed a little bit more, and she fired right up. 201. So let me let y'all know what's been going on today. I got off a little bit early, worked on those tires. I did 4 heat cycles in the Dynamite with my lubrication right here, my Amsoil MP. 4 heat cycles, heated up 200, about 210, and then let it cool down to ambient temperature. I also worked on my new bump box today. I got it set up for the truggy, and this one's set for the buggy. So let's see how they work out before I get rid of that Duratrack. Make sure that I don't have any issues with the new one before I get rid of the Duratrack. So basically we're doing the same thing that we did the other day with the Losi 215. We're about down to a quarter tank. So once again, guys, I won't show you all the idle tanks on this thing. I will let you know that I did purchase a few upgrades for this today. I'm not going to go crazy on it. There's only a couple of things that I want to upgrade. So we got the 4.0 turnbuckles. I got the outerwear, and I did buy that from Outerwears. Yeah, I did purchase the outerwear from Outerwear's website. They have them there. They're $20 and some change, like $20.63 or something like that. Alright people, we're down to a quarter tank. So I'm going to kill this one for now. Bottom dead center. is it? Come on. Alright, bottom dead center right there. So I don't know if y'all could hear me or not. I did 4 heat cycles on it. And let it cool down to ambient temperature. And then we fired it up. Heated it up again to 220 degrees. Then we fired it up. Same process as we did the Losi. We're going to give this engine the same chance that one has. We'll treat them all like they're high end. I checked my gear mesh. My gear mesh was good. Again, if y'all couldn't hear me, I'm only upgrading a couple of things on here. We got the 4.0 turnbuckles on the way and the outerwear. Then I got a couple of other things, and we'll go over that when that comes in the mail. I'm going out of town tomorrow, going down to Baytown, down by Galveston, and when I get back I should have some things. I got a lot of stuff coming in the mail. I've got parts for this coming. I've got stuff coming for the Hyper. I've got Badlands coming, DE rims coming. I've got some other DE products coming. I've got another body, another shell coming for the Hyper. I've got my pit mat coming. The Techno, how could I forget the Techno? The Techno kit's coming. The gears for this transmission are coming. Some other stuff. I probably hadn't remembered everything. But I want to tell you guys, I'm going to do this Techno kit. And but I've always wanted to do a 4.0, and I thought I had gotten out of that phase of wanting to do that kit, and then all the talk about it being discontinued and stuff like that, you know, kind of drew me away. I wanted to get into the Techno because, you know, I could probably get parts for it and stuff, either that or a Mugen. But now with this RTR, yeah, I'm gonna do a 4.0 kit as well as the Techno. So once we get the Techno all situated in here and get well off on it, start that build series, then we'll order the 4.0. Also got 3 more nitro engines in my eBay cart, just waiting for me to pull the trigger. We know one of them is the other Novarosi Rex Legend, the 32, and a Hyper .30 for the buggy. I really like this. I haven't used it yet, but it seems to have a lot more power. And the wheel sits up a lot further on this one. It's not adjustable, I don't think, but you can see, and no, Muggy, it's not, because I wore it out. This wheel was never as high as this wheel. So I don't know what the deal is on that, but this is supposed to be a much better box, and we'll see about that. Got my tires and rims here, soaking in some silicone spray. Oh, that's the other thing, is I did almost a full can of blaster silicone on the RTR. Let it sit out in the sun and dry, so it should be well protected. Once we get those turnbuckles on, we'll do them as well. Oh, the other thing is, I went ahead and bound, I guess as y'all can see, I went ahead and bound the RTR to my DX4C for now, and this is the one we'll use for the RTR. So other than that, man, a big shout out to some of you guys out there who have honestly and truly been trying to help me out. I'm not going to throw any names out there, but you guys know who you are for sure. One guy in particular, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your guidance. I do know you know what's up, you know what's going on, so I trust you. and everybody else that cares enough to give positive input. You know, the bad input's good too. The criticism is well taken, and you know, I'll either do some of the things that you're criticizing or I won't. I don't know. I'm pretty hard-headed, but anyway, I do appreciate it, and we'll get this thing broke in. I really don't want to go to work. I hate going out of town. It's a pain in the ass, but it's good money. So it's 9:30 right now. I'm probably going to try and crack off one more idle tank on this thing, and again, we'll do 5 idle tanks, and on the 6th tank we'll start to give it some RPMs, start polishing the piston and the sleeve. I'll probably do these chassis braces too. I was looking at the King head ones. They were pretty cool, but just may go with the regular TLR aluminum chassis braces. I think that's fine. There's one front chassis brace here in top plate, the top plate, not the brace. The guy wanted 20 bucks for it. They're about $30 and some change, brand new. And I think the same with the rear King heads chassis brace. It's either $20 or $30, one of the two. We're not going to go crazy on this thing. Just a few things to make it a little more adaptable, a little more adjustable, and then we're going to leave it as is. We're not keeping the motor in here, y'all know that. We're going to put that in the LST, and we'll put something badass in here. So, alright guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to crack off one more tank, and then put it away, drop some, as Muggy would say, drop some Muggy juice in there, and drop that piston at bottom dead center. Empty your tank and your lines out, make sure there's no nitro fuel in there, and that's going to be about it, man. So we will see you guys, unless something happens when I'm on my trip. I'm not taking a truck with me. I'm not taking an RC with me on this trip. It's too late. It's just too much hassle to get everything ready. But I will have my GoPro with me and my phone, so you never know. When we're out there on the road, we run across some real crazy shit. So until then, guys, we will damn, man, that's badass. Until then, guys, we'll see y'all. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to y'all after a while. Laters.